Good morning, everybody. We have the old pre-dawn drive south going this morning. Going to do some upland road cruising with some friends of mine in search of mostly hognose snakes, but of course anything else that shows up is always welcome. Well, I guess a pine snake is one way to start the day. Oh my god. Beautiful little guy. Well, there's not a lot of days that you just get out of bed, drive to your spot, and instantly find your main target, but today's one of those days. And actually, what I noticed about this guy is he's got a pretty gnarly little wound on his neck, which you could probably see earlier. I'll try to get a better look at it eventually, but beautiful little snake, as always. What a beautiful little guy. Pine snakes are one of the biggest snakes we have here in the southeast, up there with rat snakes and indigos. Maybe some of the bigger rattlesnakes, but they hatch out so much bigger than everything else. I mean, it seems like they hatch out twice as big as all the snakes that are similarly sized, with the exception maybe being eastern indigo snakes. But not a pure northern, but still a very cool snake. Not quite the holy grail that it would be to find one a couple hours north of here, but still one of the highest quality finds you could possibly have in this part of Georgia. So fantastic way to start the day. We're just going to let this guy slink off into habitat. We'll leave this guy alone and continue cruising. Hopefully this is only the beginning of a good day. All right,
that's ridiculous.
We've got our next snake. We saw a track in the road, and right there is a sinus. We didn't realize at first, but something had been trying to eat this hognose snake when we first found it. Look at that. There's little spots of blood.
That's nuts. He didn't get clipped, did he?
No, I mean, he's playing dead right now, but you can see he's got a gnarly wound right there, so we're not going to mess with this guy anymore. But hopefully whatever it was, we might have saved this snake's life when we drove up and scared off whatever bird or mammal was messing with him. That's so weird.
Big wolf spider.
Look at that.
I was about to say, for you to stop for a fire, this must be a specimen.
It is quite the specimen, and it's covered in babies too. Look at There he is. These guys are always a pleasure to see walking around in the coastal plain. A nice adult gopher tortoise. This guy is not on the road, so we'll just leave him to his foraging over there, probably eating cactus and stuff. We'll keep on cruising. It's been a really good day so far. It's getting to be like mid-afternoon now, so it's nice and warm, but this is something we all wanted to see, so.
It's the closest
Womp womp.
gas station.
So I didn't make a video yesterday because I woke up at 5 in the morning and had a flat tire, and now we're out here in Brandon's car. We've got the 2 days in a row flat tire action going. That's rare. I mean, that's the price you pay to see a pine snake, I guess. All right, this time we hit the old fix-a-flat, and hopefully that'll keep us going for the rest of the day. All right, guys, how we feeling? We're back on the road. More snakes. Lawson's back there. He's locked in. Not even looking, just completely zoned in on the road. Somebody has to be on making a video. At long last, another snake. Well, that is a handsome little racer that is quickly undergoing his ontogenetic color change. These guys hatch out with a lot of that kind of speckly pattern you see there, and then they grow very quickly into a solid black snake. So, everyone good?
Yep.
All right, we'll let this guy zoom. Try to get a good light angle. There you go. Only a little bit of zoom from that guy. This one is just I was hoping to get scarlet kings in this one. Haven't gotten anything yet. Oh,
what's that?
That's a rat snake, I think.
I saw it.
Hey, buddy. There's a lot of snake in there. Come here, brother. No, it's not under the tin. It's under this root. Man, he is just.
He didn't want to let
He is in the earth. Hey, bud.
I spotted that. I saw something. I was like, what is that? I thought it was a stick.
Well, that's the first snake that
I think I can smell him.
Zach has produced. Yeah, he is stinky. All right, Cameron, what you got? Oh, he got bit.
Gray rat snake. Gnawing me open.
Nice. There's your YouTube moment right there.
Did you blow in his face?
Yeah,
let it go.
Yeah. All right, well, we got a nice grumpy, understandably grumpy gray rat snake under this stack of 10. First snake we flipped this afternoon. We kind of transitioned after road cruising because it's getting late and cool. So we're going to check a little bit of 10 here to end the day, and hopefully we'll see more than just this guy. But if not, it's nice to end the day on a snake. Stinky snake, albeit. Look at how pink his belly is. Come on, baby. Oh yeah! King snake.
King snake.
I've seen prettier kings, but
There goes your. Nice.
oh, I was feeling that stack. It's your classic fall king snake, though. Skinny and in shed.
Still cool, man.
A king snake is a king snake. This is only the second one I found here. Second.
You call it, these are when it's typical chain, right?
This is a ring king for the most. It's a little bit chain. It's a little bit both.
Okay.
This is a weird area for him. It's like a.
Ben,
Come on.
Yes,
There
sir.
you go, bud. Is that your first Eastern king?
It
Maybe
is.
should I get a second bite on? Can I get another tattoo?
He probably won't bite you. Cameron's got the poop bite combo going.
Yeah.
Ben.
I'm just like that.
King snake poop, rat snake bite. Have y'all ever seen dog? Have you ever seen dog fart, cat puke?
Yeah, not even close.
Is this a double lifer king snake moment? Or oh no, I guess you said you got one in Florida. So
Yeah.
all right, guys. Well, 2 snakes here, including a king, which in this area these are always a good find. So I'm happy with that, and we still have a good bit to flip too. So this guy's in shed. Definitely needs a meal or two before winter. So we'll just return him to the stack if he will stop trying to crawl into the grass. He's like, you caught me under there already. I know better. There we go.
Takes a second, so don't just pick it up.
All right, there we go.
Oh, it doesn't.
Brandon just flipped a copperhead. Very nice. That's the first copperhead I've seen in this area, ever.
Thank you.
All right, we'll leave the copperhead right there and keep flipping. It's getting dark on us, so. All right, everybody. Well, that was a fantastic day. It was great hanging out with Brandon and Lawson and their kids. I think everybody had a great time today, just chatting and driving around dirt roads, even if we hadn't found any snakes. And we ended up having a really good day for snakes on top of all that. So some of the best days in the field are days where you can just have a load of fun even without finding anything cool, and then it's just the icing on the cake when you do find some cool stuff on top of it. So really great day. I do think I'm probably going to pick this up next time I get out though, so I will see you guys then. Happy Halloween, everybody. The fall vibes are great here in Georgia, and even though November is right around the corner, it's still pretty nice out, and I think we probably have a good chance of seeing some wildlife today. So Greg and I are going to see how many turtles and snakes we can turn up on Halloween. All right, first find of the day, a nice Midland water snake, very healthy looking, which is nice to see because this is one of several spots that I frequent and have frequented for a long time, and Greg can attest to this, that the water snakes have just disappeared. I mean, I would be really shocked if we see more than 2 or 3 today. I'm optimistic because it is a nice late fall day, but I mean, water snakes are no longer a given. They're kind of a treat now to actually have a good Nerodia day. And this one's pretty. Nice, colorful face, healthy body, doesn't look skinny or anything. Looks like this guy is doing well heading into winter, so we'll let him go. Nice to be on the board. You can see we are still in pretty desperate need of rain. We did have a shower yesterday, but not enough to resolve our apparently what is now an annual fall drought that we experience every year. But it does make it a little bit easier to see the turtles because there's less water for them to be hiding in. Greg has struck turtle.
Got a little loggerhead musk.
Very nice. Have you been eating acorns, dude? Love it. Hopefully there will be plenty more of these today. So while I was looking at this little one, Greg spotted a bigger one right behind me. So hopefully we're in for some good loggerhead action today at the very least.
Sometimes like the top of the head has a unique pattern.
So this guy's got just a hole clear through his shell. Almost looks like he was marked, but more than likely that's just natural, right? Or
Yeah.
from some kind of something biting his shell and then it rotting a little bit and then healing. But first 2 turtles of the day. You ready to release?
Yep, let's do it. Adios, boys.
Can't see anything. This is what we're working with today. There's big fall vibes out here today. Because tomorrow is November, which is a very, very depressing thought. But this year we're going to take November by the horns. Again, we've done it before. Oh, I'm going to die in this creek right now, though.
That's a cute little, another male.
Another minor.
I think that's a male. Let me see. Oh no, that's a female. See the tiny tail?
Very nice. Loggerhead number 3. All right, I know it's gonna look like I'm pulling this out of nowhere, but there is in fact a young loggerhead. He's been in the corns as well. According to Greg, when they eat acorns, they get that black mouth. This is probably last year's baby. Cute size. All right, little dude. Here you go. Whoop. Here's another Nerodia, about the same size as the last one, maybe a little bit bigger. Kind of a similar look, pretty but not really one of the stunning ones that can also be found here. A lot of red phase in this creek and the creeks in this area, so it would be cool to see one of the really red ones today, but I'm just happy to be seeing some stuff. Good numbers of turtles and a couple snakes so far, and it looks great out here. So here's a loggerhead, little guy, and then right here, a bigger one. Lots of loggerheads today. I can't tell what it is. That's a big miner.
Oh, it's like wedged in.
Yeah. Hello.
Is that a musk?
It's just a giant miner. That's Darth Musk. Look at that guy. I mean, we've seen like probably 15 of these at this point, maybe more.
No, you need to do the musk counter in the bottom corner.
I'll keep a tally of what number this is based on my notes, but lovely fall day in the creek so far. Lots of turtles and a few snakes. And Greg. Still no fresh babies yet, but lots of younger turtles. There's another small, but not really a juvenile, loggerhead musk. This one's a male. Look at this. Here's this guy. There's another one. So many of them. All right, we got a little quad here. All 4 of these guys swimming around in close proximity. And this one is super orange and kind of stripe neck looking. Look at that. We'll get some photos of each individual one and then we'll put them back in the creek. But funny that they're all small, but like a gradient of small. It's very, very pretty little turtle. There's a big Nerodia up on this rock. First one I've actually seen before it's dove in the water today. Well, I missed the dive on the Nerodia and I looked up and realized I'm face to face with a queen snake. All right, I didn't realize the Nerodia was still there. Oh, hello. But chill queen snake, not chill Nerodia. I mean, the queen snake is just sitting there like I'm not even here. All right, I do want to photograph the queen snake since it's just sitting in such a photogenic spot. So we'll just release the grumpy lady right back to where we caught her and take a photo of this guy. And here's another nice Nerodia that Greg snagged right here next to the others. A lot of nice fall foliage in the background, but man, it's been a solid day for Halloween. We're out here trick-or-treating. Turtle or snaking.
I know. Usually, like, candy smells better, though. These
Oh,
things, yeah. It's like we're playing with boiled eggs.
I really stink. For sure. All right, this guy was just foraging in the creek, so. Whoop. That doesn't get much more photogenic than that. Yet another water snake just sitting out in the open. Looks like he's actually going into shed, so that'll probably be his last shed of the year before he goes into hibernation or brumation. Little does this guy know if the wrong person comes along, he's gonna get his head chopped off for slightly resembling a copperhead. And here's another loggerhead. Typical fashion, wedged in between these rocks and the slipperiest place for me to get down to as a human and not a turtle. This guy's very flat and smooth. That's got to be like number 20 for the day at this point. There you go, bud. Just a perfect landing. Such derpy little turtles. I could really just watch these guys all day. They're so much fun. There he goes. I got that round miner. What you so round for? It's like the round slider from a few weeks ago. Bye-bye. Round loggerhead.
swimmer.
It's because he's perfectly round. There's our first non-aquatic snake of the day. A nice ringneck under this piece of landscaping mesh. That's a good size ringneck. Nice to add to the totals for the day. It's been a very snaky and very turtley day so far. Greg's probably gonna have to split here soon for dad reasons. This is your first Halloween as a dad.
Yeah. First time taking my daughter trick-or-treating.
So we'll probably carry on a little bit longer, but we might be wrapping up at this spot soon. All right, so I'm getting ready to do a little dip netting here, and I noticed in the creek, or in this mud embankment that I'm gonna try to net, there's actually a dead turtle. This is a some kind of musk turtle. Actually, yeah, it's a musk turtle. Kind of looks like a common, but I guess it could be a loggerhead. Stinks a little bit still. Ah, there we go. So I almost certainly haven't shown 20, but this is the 20th musk turtle of the day. So pretty good turtle numbers, decent snake numbers for the last day of October. Tomorrow is the beginning of November, which is by far the hardest month to find reptiles and amphibians in Georgia, in my opinion, overall. But yeah, just happy to be racking up some good numbers today because we are moving into winter here shortly. But so this right here is a colony of bryozoan. They're actually a group of organisms that kind of cluster together like this. Man, there is a gob of Nerodia. Look at this. Is that just two big brown water snakes? I think it is. And I saw a third jump in. I'm hoping these things are gonna let me get my camera out real quick because that is a really cool photo. Looks like one giant snake, but it's just two back to back. And there was a third that jumped in, much smaller. So the third did jump in. Oh, there went that one. But there's actually a fourth over there. So there are 4 brown water snakes on this log. Look at that guy. A nice red-shouldered hawk. Almost ran into him. He was perched right over the creek. Didn't fly away until I was right on top of him. All right, everybody. Well, I have a couple of errands to run before the Halloween craziness begins this afternoon. I don't have any plans, but there's going to be people everywhere and it's going to be busy. But that being said, it was a nice Halloween. I enjoyed myself. We saw lots of snakes, lots of turtles. But I do think the day is going to be wrapping up here soon. But I do think this is going to be the end of the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you all next time, where hopefully we'll continue to have a nice warm fall. But like I said earlier, November starts tomorrow. And it's definitely my least favorite month of the year for herping. So I got a couple tricks up my sleeve we're going to try this year, and hopefully it'll be a good month. All right, here's our first evidence of snake for the day. I think this is going to be a racer shed. Let's see if I can get a look at the head here. It's pretty fresh. Yeah, that's a racer. Oh, well, I saw a racer. Hey, buddy. Only snake of the day. Hey, come here. Well, I guess it's better than a goose egg. This will probably end up at the end of an episode since it's the only thing I saw today, but nice handsome racer. Some days that's all you get.